talk that much, but I'll try to do better this time. So I'm going to do reverse of my last one, which was this white background, and I used the beads to try to pull and make the flowers. This time I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to use the black background. So I'm just going to spread this all over the canvas, and I might have to put more. And I think the last time I used too much paint. I don't know how much of it's going to run off, or you know, how much of my design is going to stay on there. I didn't do any kind of tilting or anything. I just, you know, pulled the beads across. I use these well, Mardi Gras beads, and this is the same thing I'm going to use again, the Mardi Gras beads. So I haven't ever told you this before, but all of my stuff I get from the Dollar Tree. I only have a couple of paints that I picked up from Michael's just a couple of days ago, but so far everything I have, this foil pan here that I have here, this little wire cooling rack, my spatula, my canvases, all of my paints. I've only been mixing my paint with glue. I have not been using Floetrol, but you know, when I get a little better, I'm gonna buy, you know, more expensive things and try to, you know, make my paintings better. But you know, it's just a fun thing to start out. So just beginning, I'm only using, you know, really cheap stuff that I got. Like I said, mostly everything I got from Dollar Tree. Even this little spatula that I'm spreading with came from Dollar Tree. These little sticks that I'm stirring with, my beads, my little travel bottles that I mixed up my paint in, everything came from Dollar Tree except for these 3 paints that I have right here, and that's it. So my first paintings I did, you know, of course, I heard a lot of people say they get dull when the paint dries, and mine did the same thing. They got kind of dull. So I did just coat them with Mod Podge. And then the same thing, like I said before, once I get better at this and get, you know, if I think I want to just continue to do it, then I'm going to, you know, maybe buy better stuff and get some more expensive things to seal my stuff with and other stuff, because I really want it to stay glossy. I don't like that matte finish. I want it to stay really pretty and glossy. So it's hard for me to like not just do the same thing over and over again. So I try to make different patterns. This is a lot of fun, and like I said, my first inspiration came from Mixed Media Girl. She has, I think, you know, I follow her on Facebook. I think she also has YouTube, and I don't know what else because I don't have all that other stuff. But Mixed Media Girl, she's uses a lot of different mediums. She does all kind of things. Sometimes she uses resin. She does different stuff, and she's pretty cool. And also she can sing, and she has a song out. So, I mean, a whole album. She has an album out. So Mixed Media Girl, you have to check her out. She was my first inspiration. I have watched other artists doing the same thing, but she was the first one that I watched, and so she's the main one that really, you know, got me to start being interested in this. And I am not an artist. I cannot draw. I cannot sing. I cannot, you know, do anything like that. But this, you know, doesn't take all that much talent, I'm gonna say. I mean, in a way it does. It takes creativity and you know, but anyway, that's that. So now I'm going to start again with my paint, and this is some green I mixed, and last time I really poured way too much of the green, but I figured out how to control my cup a little better just by squeezing it like this, and I can control where the paint is going to go a little more. So I like to put the paint down here because, you know, like this is the stems of my flowers, and I'm going to put the green here. And not too much. And also this green is a little bit thin, I believe, so I think that also contributed to a lot of the spreading that I had the first time, using too much white paint on my base coat, and also pouring out too much of this green paint in the beginning and having my paints too thin. So we're gonna see how it goes this time. Okay, I still put a lot. Moderation is hard for me. This one doesn't flow out very well, like that. These two blue paints have some silicone mixed in, but on my first painting I still did not get any cells. So I think actually I might try to add a little more. And I still just might be doing something different. One thing I would like to get is a torch or a heat gun and just see if, I just have this, this is one thing she told me that she didn't tell me. One thing she said she used one time, so I tried a little of that, and we're gonna see if I didn't put enough, or if it just doesn't really work like that, or what the deal is. I don't know, but you know, and like I said, once again, once I get better at it, get more interested, if I'm going to keep up with it, I have limited space, so I can't do, you know, I don't have like a workshop or anything. So we'll see if I continue then I'll buy silicone and other, you know, real paint supplies. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna put something here, and it's going to be, I think just maybe this is like super dark right there. And okay. Oh no, that's probably way too much paint already. Okay, so I'm just gonna start like I did before, try to pull off the first one. I'm really not a big talker, so that's why I probably won't just continue to make videos, because I don't, you know, talk that much. So I just concentrate on what I'm trying to do. All right, so there we go. I made a black one and a white one.